don't know enough about the players. I barely know who people are.
That's why you missed the playoffs.
That is why I missed the playoffs.
Hello and welcome to Dynasty and the Finest Tea, the official podcast of the Woozum 15 Dynasty Fantasy Football League. I'm your host, Lou, and with me, as always, is our co-host, Caldwell, the man who would bald well if he were to lose his hair. But he's not, because he's got a full head of hair. Look at him.
Oh.
How are you doing today, Caldwell?
I'm doing all right, Lou. How are you?
Pretty good. How are the Panthers doing?
Oh, we're doing pretty well. It's
number
our year.
one. First place
It's
in the
our
NFC.
You haven't seen
NFC South.
Have you seen the prophecy?
What was it? If Ohio State wins,
Yeah, and
the national championship.
Divorce.
Who gets divorced?
J-Lo.
Oh, J-Lo gets a divorce.
And I think there's a third piece too, but going pretty well right now.
Nice. Looks like they can probably win the NFC South. They have probably a better chance than if they win this week against the Saints, right? Are they playing the Saints?
Yeah, they're playing the Saints. Yeah.
If they win this week, they'll probably have a better shot than the Bucs, right? To win the NFC South?
Yeah, I think they should.
Mm.
I think if they win once against the Bucs, if they win this week, they'll be in.
Mm.
But they've got to play. It's the quarterbacks of Panthers past. It's like Baker and Darnold in the next couple weeks.
Oh, they got to play the Seahawks?
Seattle would be pretty hard.
Yeah. That'll be a hard one. Hey, Caldwell, what tea are you drinking?
Oh, I'm drinking a lavender rose vanilla from Vita Pour.
Oh,
what about you?
That sounds like a fine tea, Caldwell.
It is a mighty fine tea. I've got a little bit of honey, so it's nice and sweet.
Oh, very good.
But it smells very vanilla-y and lavendery.
Mm.
I don't really appreciate the rose.
Oh, you don't like the rose?
What about you?
I am drinking a spiced apple cider tea from Tivana.
Oh, blur that. We're gonna beat that out.
Well, it's okay. I don't have anything good to say about it. It's not very good. It's not as good as the fresh ones that you get from the store. This is I think I got this from, I don't know, maybe Walmart.
Are those tea packets, or is it like
Yeah, they're little tea bags on the inside. Yeah,
but it's
not very good.
Too good.
No.
What about with a little bit of like sweetness?
It's not sweet, which is good, but there's not that much flavor. But also, I've had this for maybe like 3 years.
Oh well.
So maybe it's gone bad.
But
the reason I've had it for so long is because it's so bad I never drank it.
Oh, that's not good either.
Good tea talk today.
That's pretty good. It's pretty good tea talk.
All right, shall we recap last week's fantasy football results from our league?
Last week
important
was
week 14.
It was a pretty eventful.
Last week of the regular season, lots of playoff determination games.
Well, for me it was pretty disappointing. I was knocked
Very
out.
bad. Very bad.
But Allen had a pretty good week, sneaking in to the playoffs with a win. I think it was his point total where he scored more than you that gave him the
median
win and the win over the median.
Game against the median. Yep. Well, it was funny because it was you, me, and Allen who were on the bubble to make the playoffs. Everybody else clinched, right? But we were all playing people who were tanking. Because I was playing Chelsea.
I didn't realize that.
I was playing Chelsea. You were playing LeMoyne. Allen was playing Rohit. So we were all playing people who were out of the playoffs. So we all should have gotten wins. Except you didn't. Because LeMoyne beat you. And he beat the median. Yeah. He sacrificed himself.
LeMoyne's not a very good tanker.
No.
I think he was trying to set a good example for the league.
Yeah. He was going to get the second overall pick. But he dropped to third because of that. Because of those wins. While knocking you out of the playoffs. If I started CJ Stroud over Jaden Daniels like I intended to, I would have scored higher than Allen, and you would have made it in. That was my original intention, but I didn't.
It's all your fault. But Rohit did a good job. He tanked.
Yeah,
and so did Chelsea.
Very good tanker. Number one tanker. Chelsea had a interesting strategy. Trade away all of her Falcon stars. Rick Linden and Bijan Robinson.
She's got Tesla now.
Tesla.
I think he'll be good. Tesla.
I said Tesla.
I kind of miss Tesla.
Speaking of Tesla, one of the many fine rookies in this year's class. Let's say you and I do some draft grades. Let's hand out some draft grades to everybody in the league. Right now that it's the end of the season.
Way too late draft grades.
But we have more information now. We do have more information. We can give more accurate grades.
Should we give our highest grade first or the lowest grade first?
Let's jump it. Let's go. Why don't we go by draft order?
Okay.
Drafting number 1 overall was me. In the first round, I drafted Ashton Janti. Then I got another pick from LeMoyne, and I used that one to draft Travis Hunter. In the second round, I got a pick from you, who I used to draft Jack Besh. Third round, I drafted Bayshell Tuten. Fourth round, I drafted Dylan Sampson, running back for the Cleveland Browns. And the fifth round, I drafted Savion Williams, wide receiver for the Green Bay Packers. So, I would say not a very strong draft overall. I gave myself a C-, because Ashton Janti, he was supposed to be really good, but I think he was somewhat of a bust. But maybe not through his fault, just because the Raiders are so bad and their O-line is so bad. And then Travis Hunter, of course, was excited to get. I was really excited to get both of them, but Travis Hunter also didn't get that much playing time on the offense to start the season, and then he got hurt. So my two first round picks were kind of busts. And then Jack Besh, second round, that's a total bust. I don't know why I did that. Bayshell Tuten at third was okay, but Dylan Sampson, Savion Williams, may not make my roster next season. Who knows?
Yeah.
So C-.
Yeah. Well, I gave you a C+. I think
very kind, very generous.
Yeah. Travis Hunter, I'm injured, so I guess the jury's still out. But
yeah,
Gianti, thinking about it from a dynasty standpoint, I feel like he still has a lot of time to be a good running back and to kind of pop onto the scene a little bit more for the Raiders to kind of shore up their line and
hopefully,
and for him just to be able to be more explosive, because right now it just seems like he's kind of working from behind the line of scrimmage. And then Bayshell Tuten, it seems like the Jaguars are going to work him in. I can't say that I know a whole lot about Sampson, but I think the young running backs always have the potential to kind of be utilized in future years. So I
picked him because I picked Dylan Sampson because Quinshon Judkins hadn't signed with the Browns at that point, and it was like during training camp. So I don't think he joined them until like the second week of the preseason or something, right?
Yeah.
So I gambled on Sampson, but now he's stuck behind Quinshon Judkins. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll see.
Well, what about Greg Caldwell? Greg, who had the second overall pick. Let's see. He picked
Greg.
In the first round, he picked Omari Hampton. Second round, he picked Emeka Egbuka. Third round, he got Tyler Shough. Fourth round, he got Jalen Noel, wide receiver for the Texans. And fifth round, he got Oredin Gadsden.
I really liked the draft from Greg, and I think
me too.
I think you did too.
Yeah. Best draft in the league, I felt like.
Did you think that?
I think so.
Well, you'll see who I thought was the best draft in the league.
Okay.
But yeah, I thought it was I thought it was a very good draft. Hampton, Egbuka, Shough was. I saw him, I think, in his second start. I watched that game, and he looked pretty good against the Panthers. At least like a serviceable starting quarterback. Gadsden, I've seen as well, and he pops really well.
Yeah, to get someone like Gadsden, a tight end like Gadsden in the fifth round is amazing. Usually you don't get many usable pieces in the fifth round. That was very good. No weaknesses, I feel like. Murray Hampton, of course, was hurt this season, most of the season, but he looks pretty good.
Yeah, and he'll be a good future
questionable
piece.
Pass blocker, but he has a pretty good role in a run first offense. So Emeka Egbuka slowed down a bit as of late, but start of the season really hot. Yeah, and Tyler Shough getting a starting QB in the third round, it's pretty good.
Shough.
Not Shough? Shough?
I
Like Shuck and Oyster?
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense, but it's exactly what it is.
Okay. But yeah, so I gave Greg an A. I think you did too, right?
Yeah, I gave him an A as well.
Good job, Greg. Very good.
Fantastic job. That's why you are number 1 in the league right now.
And then number 3 was Rohit, drafting number 3 overall, who actually traded his first round pick to Tirth. So he got Tirth his first round pick, which he used to draft RJ Harvey. And then he traded away his second round pick to Chelsea. And then the third round, he drafted Kyle Williams, wide receiver for the Patriots. In the fourth round, he drafted Elijah Arroyo, tight end for the Seattle Seahawks. And then fifth round, he drafted Trevor Etienne, running back for the Carolina Panthers. So I thought he did a pretty good job, especially in the first round, drafting RJ Harvey, who started off slowly because he was behind, what's his name? The running back for the Broncos, whose name I can't remember, who's injured right now, but now he's coming on really well, really strongly. The rest of his draft, though, I thought was a lot of hit or miss. Kyle Williams, I'm not sure if he's gonna do anything this year or next. That room's pretty crowded, the wide receiver room in New England, but it's a good offense, so some potential there. And then Elijah Arroyo looking like not too impressive. Trevor Etienne, backup running back on a team with 2 good running backs. Yeah, I don't know. So I gave him a B-, which is pretty good. But yeah, the back end of his draft I thought was not too impressive.
I thought the back end of his draft was the most impressive.
What grade did you give him?
And for the Trevor Etienne pick.
The Trevor Etienne?
For the Panthers.
Okay.
I don't think you can go wrong with a Panthers player. So he got an A+.
Who's probably never going to start a single game for the Panthers.
Who said that?
Well,
Rico's going to be gone next year.
Really?
And then it's going to be Chuba and Etienne and Jonathan.
What's his name? Jonathan.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's his name? Jonathan
Brooks?
Jonathan Brooks, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if Trevor Etienne's gonna.
And Etienne will he'll be the early season second string running back.
Okay.
So, I just don't think he can go wrong picking a Panthers player, so he got an A+ for me.
So you could give him an A+? Okay, I give him a B-.
Give him an A+.
So I guess that averages out to like an A-. Okay, pretty good. Good job, Rohit. You got Caldwell's seal of approval. All right, and then Inema. In the first round, Inema drafted Caleb Johnson. Second round, he drafted Tyler Warren. Third round, Jalen Milroe, QB for the Seattle Seahawks. Fourth round, Devin Neal, RB for the Saints. And the fifth round, he got Jordan James, running back for the 49ers.
I like this draft. Tyler Warren, he has played well for the Colts.
Tyler Warren's amazing, yeah.
Obviously.
Getting him in the second round is amazing.
Yeah. And then, Devin Neal, I think has he only recently become the starter?
Yeah, after Alvin Kamara went down, and their original second stringer went down a while ago. So it looks like Devin Neal's the man there in New Orleans.
Well.
So that's a pretty good pick for number 4.
Yeah. And then I think Jalen Milroe is kind of a shot, kind of in the future.
Shot in the dark. Third round seems a little high. Seems a little high, but not the worst pick.
I don't know. I think the quarterbacks. I'll give them a little bit of a benefit of the doubt, and maybe he'll get his opportunity sometime in the future here.
Maybe he was banking on Darnold not working out on the Seahawks.
Yeah.
You gave him a B?
I gave him a B.
Yeah, that's what I gave him as well. Yeah, I think Caleb Johnson in the first round, that's a bust. I don't know if Caleb Johnson is necessarily the future there. I don't know. He's like not even getting any playing time.
Yeah, I think
in Pittsburgh.
I don't know. I think the Pittsburgh coach is just like old school, just like Vrabel with New England, and I think it's hard for those rookie backs to make it into the rotation. But
that's true.
Yeah, I guess we'll see in the next couple of years. We'll see. Next year.
But he made up for that with Tyler Warren. Tyler Warren is, I think, in my opinion, a first round pick. He's the best tight end in that draft. Best tight end overall, I think, in fantasy. Tyler Warren, right potentially. But yeah, because of Tyler Warren, Devin Neal, I gave him a B. Pretty good. All right, moving on.
I was thinking about a B plus, but B.
Yeah, I could see. Yeah, B or B plus. Okay, moving on to the 5th overall pick. That was Will, who drafted Ted McMillan, first round. Matthew Golden in the 2nd round. Shedeur Sanders in the 3rd round. Terrence Ferguson, tight end for the Rams, in the 4th round. And then DJ Giddens, running back for the Colts, in the 5th round.
This draft excites me. It makes me very excited. We've got a Panthers player drafted in with his first round pick.
Ted McMillan,
and probably the best offensive Panthers player right now, other than I guess.
What about Jalen Coker?
They're all the best. They're all the best players.
Yeah, but so. Ted is tied to Bryce Young, Caldwell.
Yeah, he is.
What do you think of that?
What do you mean?
That's going to hurt his fantasy upside, isn't it?
Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. Who do you think I am? Bryce he's the man.
Well, okay. We'll take your word for it. Yeah, Ted McMillan, I think it's a pretty good pick. The
prophecy will be fulfilled.
Ted McMillan's not a bad pick
there. Will be fulfilled.
Okay.
Huh?
Yeah, because of the run game, though, not because of Bryce Young.
I don't know.
We'll see.
I don't know. But anyway, the 2 picks that I think saved Will's draft were the first pick, and now it looks like Shedeur. He looks like he's
in the 3rd round.
Pretty good
starting quarterback.
NFL quarterback. We'll see. We'll see after a few more games, but
yeah,
it looks he's had some consistent success, right?
Yeah, and to get a starting quarterback in the 3rd round, like we were saying earlier, that's pretty good. But Matthew Golden in the 2nd round is kind of a mess. I mean, they just have way too many wide receivers and on the Packers, so he's probably not going to be relevant anytime soon. Who knows? Talented, but who knows? And then Terrence Ferguson feels like a mess to me. I don't know if he's really getting any playing time. And then DJ Giddens, I think he's a healthy scratch most weeks over in Indianapolis, playing behind Jonathan Taylor and a couple other backups, I think. So I give him a C+. C+
I give him an A+
for Will. A+. Because of Okay, so that averages out to a B+. Okay, all right, not bad, Will.
You don't have to average them. They don't have to be average.
Okay, C+ then.
Yeah.
We'll go with the lower score.
Oh, okay.
And then Caldwell, you're next. You drafted number 6 overall. In the 1st round, you drafted Travion Henderson. You traded your 2nd round pick to me, so you didn't draft anybody in the 2nd round. 3rd round, you drafted Will Howard. 4th round, Ollie Gordon. And 5th round, Isaac Tesla. So Caldwell, I thought this was a solid draft, if not unspectacular. Travion Henderson looked like a giant bust in the first half of the season, playing behind Ramondre Stevenson. As you were mentioning earlier, Raybo was not giving him any playing time. But now he's coming on a little bit. He had a couple of good games when he started, so he's got a lot of potential. He probably has some pass protection issues, right? That's why they're not playing him over Ramondre.
I think that might be part of the reason, and then I think Vrabel is just one of those old school coaches.
Old school, but doesn't trust the rookies.
Yeah, I think my draft was a perfect dynasty draft.
I gave you a C. I gave you a C because Will Howard. I don't know why you drafted him. He's career backup. Will Howard, future career backup.
What do you mean?
He's not taking over for Aaron Rodgers. I don't think so.
Aaron Rodgers he's gonna retire.
Yeah, but they're not gonna turn to Will Howard.
Who are they gonna turn to?
I don't know.
Was it Mason Rudolph?
Maybe. Not Will Howard.
It is right now.
Not Will Howard.
It's gonna be Will Howard, Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback of the future.
I don't know about that.
Travion Henderson, basically CMC light. Once he gets the leash taken off by Vrabel. Ollie Gordon's
playing behind Devon Achane and Jalen Wright.
Heir apparent to
third in line. He's the Speaker of the House of the running back room.
He's the next big thing in Miami.
If Jalen Wright goes down.
And then
Tesla was good. Tesla was a good pick in the 5th round for sure. Yeah, that's not a bad pick at all.
I can't believe I let him go. I had to.
Trade him for Strickland.
But I think he'll be a good piece for Chelsea's team in the future.
Maybe. So you gave yourself
A++.
A++. Okay. But you didn't draft any Panthers players, which was surprising.
Yeah, because
I guess they were all taken from you. Trevor Etienne
yeah.
was taken right before. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shame.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
So I got A++ for effort. I was gonna try to draft him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very modest.
Yeah.
You could have given yourself A++++, but you chose not to.
Or 100. Yeah.
Okay. C for Caldwell. Next up is Chelsea, drafting at number 7 overall. She got Quinshon Judkins in the 1st round. Jaden Higgins, this is via Rohit, in the 2nd round. She also drafted Jackson Dart with her own pick in the 2nd round. Then Jaden Blue in the 3rd round, the running back for the Cowboys. Pat Bryant, wide receiver for the Broncos in the 4th round. And then Gunnar Helm, tight end for the Tennessee Titans in the 5th round. I thought this was a pretty solid draft. First round pick, Quinshon Judkins, probably the most productive rookie running back this season, probably. Just because Genty playing behind a bad line, Hampton's been hurt, Harvey was playing backup, Travion playing backup. Yeah, so Quinshon, pretty good for the for her first round pick, I think, in this number 7 overall spot. In the 2nd round, I thought she did a really good job here. Jackson Dart, obviously, that's a A++ pick.
Yeah, that is the most impressive pick, I think.
Yeah, that's probably a top 5 quarterback going forward.
Yeah.
If they allow him to run. And then Jaden Higgins is a solid pick, not bad, not great, but he's got potential. I think Higgins has got potential. 3rd round though, Jaden Blue. Jaden Blue, I guess you thought maybe he would take over. But Javonte Williams looks like the real deal over in Dallas, so he's probably going to hang on to the starting job.
Pretty good.
And I thought Pat Bryant was also a pretty good pick in the 4th round. He's
we'll see what happens with him.
He's been compared to Michael Thomas by Champagne. Yeah, it's pretty good. But she dropped him, and I picked him up. Just want to note that. I picked up Pat Bryant.
I remember that.
And then 5th round, Gunnar Helm. I guess that's not a bad pick for 5th round. A tight end who is playing backup right now, but could be their future at tight end.
Oh, interesting. So I don't think I realized that Chelsea had drafted Pat Bryant. So did she have him on the taxi squad and then elevate him and then drop him?
Or maybe she didn't put him. I don't know. That's a good question. Why did she drop him?
Maybe she taxi squatted.
Yeah, maybe she didn't.
Yeah, maybe she has someone else on the taxi squad. I wonder who she has.
From last year.
Yeah.
But anyways, pretty solid draft. The only miss really is Jaden Blue, and then Jackson Dart was a wonderful pick.
Yeah.
At the 2.7 spot. So I give her an A-. Second, I thought she had the 2nd best draft in the league, 2nd behind Greg.
I would agree with that. I gave her an A. Well, not completely agree because I gave myself an A++, but I gave her an A. Jackson Dart was an impressive pick.
And now we get to Tirth. Listeners, prepare to be disappointed by Tirth's draft. In the 1st round, Tirth picked Cameron Ward. He traded up to the number 3 overall spot from Rohit to pick Cameron Ward. In the 2nd round, he picked Trey Harris, wide receiver for the Los Angeles, I was going to say Los Angeles Dodgers, but no, Chargers, right?
Yeah.
In the 3rd round, he picked Mason Taylor, tight end for the Jets. 4th round, he picked Jarquez Hunter, running back for the Rams. In the 5th round, he picked Torrey Horton, wide receiver for the Seattle Seahawks. Yeah, pretty underwhelming draft. No real hits here. Lots of misses.
Not yet.
Lots of misses. Cameron Ward, Tirth traded all the way up to the number 3 overall pick to draft Cameron Ward, who has not had a good rookie season from a fantasy standpoint.
He's got potential for the future, though. I think
he's got potential.
He's one of those that I think, I gave him a little better grade than you. I think because of the potential for him in the future.
But he's in such a bad situation with the Titans. Yeah. They're completely devoid of talent. who knows how long the rebuild's going to take. You hate to see these number 1 overall picks go into these terrible situations and just floundering, but yeah, it is what it is, I guess. His second round pick, Trey Harris, that's a huge miss, huge swing and a miss. Trey Harris, wide receiver for the Chargers. They got a very crowded room, lots of good receivers, and they're also probably a run first team, right? Under Greg Roman.
I think so.
Yeah, so I don't know what he was thinking there. That was a terrible pick, Tirth. Number 3, Mason Taylor, I thought was okay. And then Jarquez Hunter, that guy's never get any playing time. behind Kyron Williams and Blake Corum. Terrible pick, Tirth. 5th round, Torrey Horton. I thought that's a pretty good pick. So I gave him a D. I would have gave him an F, but Torrey Horton, it's not bad for 5th round.
I think you're being a little hard on Tirth.
I disagree. This is, I think, the worst pick in the worst draft in the league. You can say it, Caldwell, if that's what you believe. Also, it's okay. Tirth is not going to listen. We won't send this to Tirth.
I gave him a C. I gave
him a C.
I gave him a C. That C is the lowest grade I gave.
Yeah, but you gave someone else a C too.
I did give someone else a C.
So next is LeMoyne, who drafted number 9 overall. He traded his first round pick to me. In turn, he got my second round pick, which is the 2.1. And with that pick, 2.1, he drafted Luther Burden. With his own second round pick, he drafted Cam Scatteraboo. 3rd round, he drafted Jalen Royals, wide receiver for the Kansas City Chiefs. 4th round, he got Taj Brooks, running back for the Cincinnati Bengals. And then 5th round, he picked Brashard Smith, running back for the Chiefs. So it gets pretty hard when you're, down in the number 9 hole on the draft board. So the 3rd, 4th, and 5th round picks, not a lot of options there. But I thought he did okay with the 2nd round pick. Trading down to grab Luther Burden. That's looking like, there's a lot of potential there, I think.
Yeah,
especially
it's a
for next year.
Wide receiver room, but
but once they get rid of DJ Moore next year,
maybe they'll go back to the Panthers. Yeah,
I think that's not bad. That's an okay pick. And then Cam Scatteraboo is a really good pick if he wouldn't.
Yeah, until he got injured. Yeah.
Until he got injured.
Yeah, hopefully he comes back. He comes back healthy and can play
fully functional.
I gave him a C.
I gave him a C plus.
Scatteraboo was that kind of saving grace for him.
I think you gave him the same grade as Tirth. How do you justify that?
The potential of Cameron Ward, and he's still healthy.
Okay, but he traded up to the number 3 overall pick to grab Cam Ward.
I don't know. I think I just valued the quarterback, and in Dynasty, I think there's a long time for Ward to be able to work out.
That's true.
So I think that's what I was thinking about when I was looking at Tirth's draft.
Okay.
So
yeah, but
Scatteraboo, he was a good pick.
Scatteraboo. Jalen Royals, I don't know if he's going to get any playing time anytime soon. Over with the Chiefs, they got a pretty crowded wide receiver room. And then Taj Brooks, I don't know. They like Samaje Perine. Brashard Smith is not bad. He could have a role. His role could grow next year as well. We'll see, unless they sign the running back from the Jets.
Oh, Breece Hall.
Breece Hall.
Yeah.
All right.
You think that might happen?
Maybe. Who knows? They need something. They need another weapon. They need a good running back, I think. They want to get back to their winning ways. All right. Finally, drafting last, number 10 overall is Allen, who got Colston Loveland in the 1st round, Harold Fanning in the 2nd round, Alec Ayumanor in the 3rd round, wide receiver for the Titans, Kyle Monangai in the 4th round, and then Dylan Gabriel in the 5th round. What do you think, Caldwell?
I was going to say something, but I want to look at something here.
Okay, well, I'll start. I think Colston Loveland in the 1st round, I think that's a fair, at the time I thought that was a fair pick, but Tyler Warren, who was the 2nd tight end off the board, is much better than Colston Loveland. So that's a bit of a miss. But Loveland might be okay. He's starting to turn around a little bit. He looked like a bust in the first half of the season for sure. And then, I don't know why he did this, but he drafted another tight end in the 2nd round, Harold Fanning, who might be a better tight end for fantasy than Loveland even. So not a terrible pick, I guess. But yeah, I don't know why Allen was drafting so many tight ends, because he has, I think, 4 or 5 other tight ends on his roster already. So I don't know why.
That's what I was just looking at.
There's just one tight end spot on our starting roster. I don't know why he has 6 or 7 of them.
He's got JT Sanders on his taxi squad.
Mark Andrews. He's got Brenton Strange. He's got a bunch of them. Yeah, I don't know why he took 2 tight ends. Interesting. So for that dropped his draft grade for me. But then Alec Manor at number 3 is okay. Kamananga is a really good pick at number 4.10. Yeah. That's at the end of the 4th round. That's a very, very good pick. That he looks like a very fantasy viable running back. So that boosted his grade up for me to a B+.
Yeah, I thought the first 2 picks, good tight ends, but both tight ends. And then he has lots of tight ends kind of already on his squad, including JT Saunders, who has been in trade talks between the both of us several times. And now he's on the taxi squad. So
he's got to come up next season.
I was a little puzzled as to the number of tight ends as well, but the running back from Chicago was a really good pick. And the tight ends that he picked are good. So I gave him a B-. I'm thinking about making that grade lower because he still has JT Saunders on the taxi squad.
No.
And he should just drop him and let me pick him up if I want to or not.
Yeah, okay.
But I'll leave it as a B- for now.
So very good. All right, so it looks like the winners of the draft are Greg, number 1, Chelsea, number 2, maybe Inema or Allen at number 3.
Those are your opinions.
Or Rohit. Oh, yeah, you give yourself an A++.
I did give myself an A++.
Right.
And then I gave Rohit and Will A+. So, that's my side of things.
All right. Well, any more to add, Caldwell?
No, that was the draft. It's been a long time since our last pod. This is number 32.
No, we do these every day, Caldwell.
We do these every day. That's why we're on number 32, I guess, if that works.
32.
But do you want to talk about the upcoming week?
Oh, playoffs?
Yeah.
Let's talk about playoffs.
What do you think about your chances?
So I'm going up against Tirth this week. I thought my chances were pretty good going into this week, but then Bucky Irving, gave me 7.6 points, which is a lot less than I was hoping for. So now, I feel a little shaky. I don't know. I don't know if about my chances. A little shaky.
I think I'm looking at the roster right now, and I think that Dowdle is going to have a down week this week. I think Chuba's going to take over.
Oh, nice.
The Panthers.
Tirth has got Dowdle. Yeah, so maybe that'll cancel out Bucky Irving.
Yeah, I think that'll be kind of helpful for you. And then,
well, I'm scared of Jamar Chase. He's got Chase. Chase is probably going to go off against
Taylor too,
the Ravens.
So.
Taylor, Taylor's in a tricky situation.
Yeah.
He could get 30 carries against Seattle, but or that offense is going to sputter and he's not going to get any points. Who knows? I also have 2 Colts players, Pierce and Pittman, who I'm benching this week because I just don't know what to expect from them. But I don't expect anything good. Phillip Rivers.
Grandpa Rivers. Yeah, that'll be interesting.
We'll see. And then the other playoff matchup is Inema versus Allen.
And Allen already had 20 points from Baker.
Oh, Allen does. That's right.
Yeah.
And then Inema's threatened to start A.J. Dillon over Christian McCaffrey. So we'll see how that turns out. We'll see if Inema wakes up and makes that switch. He's also got Devin Neal on the bench.
Is this pod going to come out before the
we'll see. Who knows?
Before Sunday.
But Inema's looking pretty strong. He's got Puka Nacua and Devontae Adams. They should do pretty well, I think, against the Lions. But yeah,
Derrick Henry against the Bengals.
Christian McCaffrey, Devin Neal also on the bench. Yeah, Tyler Warren also on the bench. Yeah, if Inema wakes up, I think he should have a pretty easy time against Allen. We'll see.
Yeah.
Very exciting.
Yeah. Well,
what else are we gonna? What was the other segment we were gonna do?
I don't know. I think we were thinking about ads.
Hey Caldwell, I hear we have an exciting new sponsor today.
Who's that?
From a new Instagram page. You want to do the ad read? This is This is a hot, popular Instagram page. Everybody's following them. Why don't you give the ad read a little live read here?
Is it Sewell Eats?
Oh, I think it is. I've heard of him.
Oh man,
he's really good.
So, are you looking for your next meal? Want something different?
Always.
Are you looking for something not professional?
Sometimes.
Well, then Sewell Eats has photos of your favorite amateur meals made by Caldwell himself.
Wow. From the cookbook to the New York Times to your Instagram feed.
Sewell Eats.
Sewell Eats.
All right, that's it for this episode, everybody. We'd like to thank our sponsor, Sewell Eats, and all our league mates at Wasm 15 Dynasty. Dynasty and the Finest Tea is produced by GBG Production. Our theme music is Happy Rock by Benjamin Tissot. Want more episodes? You can now find us on YouTube and YouTube Music. You can also follow us on Instagram at Wasm15Dynasty and use the hashtag DynastyFinestT. Join us next week where we'll be interviewing Tirth.
Tirth. Oh, yeah, maybe. We'll see. Maybe. All right, guys. Thanks for listening. Have a great week.
See you guys.